Welcome to the Koso Konnections podcast, where the ancient art of Japanese fermentation science meets modern natural health. Embark with us on a journey of transformation, exploring age-old wellness practices through inspiring discussions, expert advice, and personal stories. Discover how these traditions can revolutionize your health and well-being today.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Koso Konnections. This is the space where we dive deep into stories of strength, transformation, and that glow up from within. I'm your host, Nika Cortez, and I'm so excited you're here with us today. And now, this episode, it's a special one. We're talking all about what we call stage two. That beautiful next chapter in life that's all about self love, confidence, and stepping fully into your power. And I'm not doing this one alone. I've got my amazing co-host with me, Jessica Harmon, and of course, the one and only Dr. Z.
Hi everyone.
And joining us today is someone who totally embodies this vibrant new pace, the inspiring radiant Karen Manzingo.
Karen's story is such a great reminder that transformation isn't just about what you've been through, it's about what you decide to do next.
Well, I can add to that. I met Karen a while back ago. I think this is our second go around on the podcast. I got to tell you, her journey has been incredible. Almost you could say it's like a dream come true.
Hi, everybody. I'm so excited to be here. Like Dr. Z said, the second time, I think the first time actually was about a year ago. It was in the fall last year, and we're almost in August, which is crazy. But it's just been really exciting and such a special journey, and getting myself healthy, getting the people that I love healthy, and bringing my friends along with me. It's been really exciting.
So, Karen, we are so happy to have you here. Let's get into it. What does stage two mean to you, and how did this chapter begin?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think stage two for me is all about ascending. I think the first stage is really just about getting to a healthy neutral. I was so far below where the neutral line was. And I thought that that's how it was supposed to be, that I was supposed to feel tired. I was supposed to be getting sick often, all those things. And I think the first year was really just about getting to a baseline. And now it's about ascending beyond the norm, I think.
Honestly, you have started just glowing. Not that you weren't lovely before, but you're really, really looking so radiant now. So, I guess what changes do you feel after incorporating all of the different products into your daily routine?
Yeah. So before Koso Med, I was always just really tired. I can't even explain it. I would sleep at night, not well, but I would sleep at night and I would wake up around 8 o'clock. And then by 11 o'clock, I needed a nap. It wasn't a luxury. Like I could not get through the day unless I took a nap. And not only that, but I would get sick really often. And when I would get sick, I was sick for months. Even when I wasn't contagious anymore, I was feeling fine. I had this cough. I don't know if you remember, Jessica. We've been friends for a really long time, but it was like the running joke that like Karen was a smoker. I don't have a better way
Yeah.
of putting it. And the reason it was funny to everyone was because clearly that's not who I am. But I would have this horrible cough for months. And now I rarely get sick. When I do get sick, I'm better in 20 to 24 to 48 hours, which is unreal. So, that's life changing, honestly.
Yeah, obviously it's not about me here, but I definitely can totally see a difference. You did get sick. Your constitution just felt like it was so low and you were sleeping all the time. And now you're like rarely taking a nap. I can actually get a hold of you. So you can tell there's been such a remarkable shift.
if I do take a nap, it's luxury only. Like, it's like, oh, I have some time today. Like, I took a little nap today and it was great, but it wasn't a need. And I think that's a really big difference.
Well, it's an inspiring, truthful remark. I'm glad that did come out. I have a little different perspective because I met you, like you said, a year ago, and there has been a tremendous change. And not only from looking at you, it's also some of the things that you've shared with me. Just recently, you shared a report with me about yourself and your mother and how suddenly you've gained muscle and lost fat. And that's what Koso is supposed to do. It's supposed to help you internally and make you feel a lot better. And it's amazing not only to see, and all of you are glowing. It's not just Karen, but Karen in particular today is glowing because it's her time for debut, so to speak. But if you don't mind just sharing that with the audience out there, I think it's important for people out there going, I'm not sure. And hearing it from you, they're probably going to go, okay, I'm ready. So go ahead and let them know.
My mom is really important to me. I mean, I think I am probably the luckiest person in the world. I have the best mom. I would say she's probably my best friend. And she, before Koso Med, about the year before, she's been really sick. And she's always been a healthy person. She eats well. She goes to the gym every day for hours. That's just always been who she was. And she said, I don't understand. She couldn't understand why her cholesterol was high, why she wasn't well. And she really tried everything. I mean, as much as cutting out cheese, like she's like, I won't eat cheese anymore, because there really wasn't much else she could do because she was already really healthy. And so since taking Koso Med with me, she's been healthy. Her labs look good. She has more energy, gaining muscle. I think I can't remember the exact numbers. I don't know if you have them in front of you, Dr. Z, but gained significant muscle, which is
10%.
62.
10%. I mean,
Yeah.
it's quite large. I'm sorry, but how old she's what, 26? How old is your mom?
She's 62.
Oh, sorry.
62.
I had it reversed. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Yes, I'm 26. Just
I don't
kidding.
have
I'm
my
not 26.
magnifying glasses on, so yeah.
But yeah, at 62 to gain 10% muscle when she's somebody who really has always hustled at the gym. And even when she was hustling at the gym, as she was getting older, her muscle was decreasing and she
Right.
didn't know what else to do. So, I mean, she was over the moon today when we did our body scans and her body fat's
Incredible.
down and her muscles up. Yeah, and mine too. And it wasn't from, I've always had healthy habits. I can't say I was a healthy person, but I always had healthy habits. I always went to the gym. I always ate relatively decently, and was just at this plateau. And so the two of us doing the same things we were doing before and finally seeing results is incredible.
Karen, it's an incredible story to hear about your mom and your family. And of course, I know there are things that are occurring with your youngins as well, too, especially your daughter. I consider her the future star, so to speak. But I hear you saying a word that I really, truly have respect for, and the word is love. And I think in the industry, in the health industry right now, that word is missing. It's always about, how big can I get, or how much weight did I lose, or what's happening to me physically, or when I look in the mirror. But you rarely hear the word, truly, do you love yourself? And so I think that the biggest thing I can tell you from the bottom of my heart is maybe in the beginning, I didn't see you loving yourself. And I know that's kind of a strange phrase, but now I do see you loving yourself. So here's the question that I ask, and I think it's an important one. If you had to share that word with others, and there's going to be a lot of people that are looking, how would you describe what I just asked you? I mean, is there something that you would want to say to them to make them feel like they are loved or they're going to be loved?
Yeah, that's a good question. I feel like self-love is so important. It's important as a daughter, it's important as a mom, it's important as a friend, as a leader, all those things. And sometimes you can get lost on what that means. What does loving yourself mean? What does self-care mean? Does it mean buying new clothes or getting your hair done or new pair of shoes. All those things are good. But really, like working in and making yourself healthy, that's like the best form of self love, I think.
That's an incredible answer. And I'm going to follow up with the next question, which I think is, yeah, it is it's absolutely amazing. I'm going to follow up by just asking this question. In one of the podcasts that we did, we had a very lovely lady that really kind of shared her philosophy in life. And at one point or another, when she started talking about the business part, she kind of, I wouldn't say put her head down, but she wasn't as confident by saying she really didn't believe that she was in a leadership role. And I thought that the answer that you gave her was just absolutely impactful. And I mean, it just made her feel like she's on top of the moon. If you don't mind repeating that, I think that a lot of people would like to hear that. And they're out there going, I'm not a leader. And I think the way you defined it, it was really quite nice.
Yeah, I think leadership is it's one of my main pillars. I think leadership is very important to me, and I think leadership can look like a lot of different things. I think people think that leadership is a title, how many people are looking to me or I'm in charge of, or those sorts of things, but really leadership has to do with showing up, being an example. For our friend Heather, who asked that, or who we were having that conversation with, for her, showing up, getting healthy, showing people the way, by leading first. I think that is the definition of leadership for me, showing people that it's possible and what it looks like.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Karen, hearing everything you've been through and how you continue to show up with so much grace and strength, what do you think has been the biggest transformation in you, not just in your life, but in how you see yourself now?
I think the biggest transformation in me is that it doesn't have to be that hard. I think that I've always been someone who likes to win. That's really important to me. Success is really important to me. And it doesn't have to be as hard as I was making it. I think it can be really easy when you're living your true self, you're living your brand. People see that and they want to come along.
It's true.
How do you feel the community aspect of Koso Med has helped you in your personal wellness journey?
I love it so much. The community of Koso Med is all about shouting each other out. I think from what I have seen, being on the inside, people don't want to win unless other people are winning too. So everyone just kind of, whether it's on their team or a friend or someone they know, everyone's just grabbing as many people as they can and bringing them up along with them. Whenever Tomodachi, they have questions about health and I can't always jump in right away, other people are jumping in. And whether their answers are right or wrong, like they're just all working together and doing their best to support one another, whether it be in business or in health. And I think that's really special.
I agree. I think that's a super special part of the Koso Med community. I had another question, if you don't mind. I'm just curious, what, if anything, has surprised you about yourself on this journey? Whether it's in the business side of it or your personal growth side of it, what's something about this journey that has like surprised you about who you are and like your potential and capabilities?
Deep.
I think for I think for me, I always said, I know this sounds bad, but I always said I would never do a health company ever. If I had moved on from my previous business, I would never do health. And the reason for that for me was I just felt like it was too hard. I felt like it was too hard to stand out amongst all the other ones because there's a lot, and how to convince someone to believe something they can't see. With clothing, you can see a skirt, you can see a dress, you can see a pair of pants, you can see the way it looks on me, but trying a health, like you have to taste it first of all. Does it taste good? And then does it work? Everyone says their things work. That's to be debatable, right? And so to convince someone online to try what you have, I thought would be next to impossible, honestly. And I'm really shocked by the people who trust in me, trust in my friends, enough to try something like this. And the more people that try it, the more testimonials I'm getting, the more people are willing to jump in. And I get messages every single day from people who say, I've been watching. Okay, now's the time. Fine. And I'm not even talking to them. I'm not even saying, please try this. Like, I'm not begging. I'm not pushing anybody in. They're watching and they're deciding to come aboard. And I think that is really surprising to me and really exciting.
I think that one thing you said really kind of hit me, how honestly special that you are, because you said that how can you convince someone to try something when they can't see it and I just completely disagree. I think you look at you and you can see it. You can see who you are because of Koso Med and choosing to take the products. You can see the difference in how your eyes sparkle, the way you show up for yourself, the way you treat other people. You've always been super kind, but it's just you could see truly, like, genuinely how much the products have literally transformed you into a version of you I bet you didn't even know was even possible, because you were really great before. And I just disagree in a way. I just think that you can see um how this company and these products have literally changed you.
I love that. Thank you.
In life, we always have a path that's always difficult because we always have to think about our health. We always have to think about our family, and it always comes down to balance of finances and having less stress in our life. Have you found less stress in your life since you joined Koso Med?
Oh, yeah. Yes. Yes.
Thank you
I
very
think a
much.
lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that, again, like I said, I of course it's hard work to have a successful business, of course. But it's a different kind of hard work. It's um a lot of work. If I'm putting the work in myself, then it shows and then the people come. And I think that's the difference in the work, which makes a big difference. And then obviously when you're healthy and you're rested and you're feeling good, then yes, there's less stress for that as well.
Okay. That's great news. Great news for everybody, I'm sure.
Your journey is really inspiring and amazing, Karen. But before we let you go, looking at who you've become now, strong, radiant, and full of purpose, if you could sit down with the before version of yourself, the one who was just starting this journey, what words of comfort or strength would you give her?
I would say just believe. I think just that one word, I think believe, I think that's really powerful. I think that we second guess ourselves all the time, especially when you do something new. It's really scary. And this was very, very new for me. And so I think just knowing that things will work out better than I ever expected that they would.
I think that's what makes your journey so powerful, Karen, is that you didn't just choose growth for yourself. You did choose growth, but now you're helping other people to do the same thing.
It's quite
I
important.
love that.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
quite important. Sharing it all is quite important.
Karen, thank you so much for being with us and sharing your incredible stage to journey. You've shown us that it's never too late to bloom, and that wellness, passion, and purpose can all coexist beautifully. So, to our amazing listeners, remember your next chapter is already waiting. You're not starting over, you're leveling up. So, this has been Koso Connections. Again, I'm Nika Cortez. We're here with Dr. Z, Jessica, and Karen. So until next time, stay inspired, stay nourished, and most importantly, stay connected. Bye
Bye,
bye.
everyone.
Bye.